Hello, Internet Dizians. Uh, it's been hard to believe over 5 years since my last update on the Pic-A-Star project, and I think on the last update we were getting ready to um, set up um, the DSP part of it, and I struggled with that, set it aside, and came back to it about a month ago, and here's where we are. I finally got everything working. You can see the board's pretty messy because I had to replace some traces myself because, long story short, initially I tried to install one of these really small package ADSP chips and made a whole big mess out of it. And then I went to the larger package. The first set of them that I bought off of eBay, I believe, were fakes, because I could not get them to work. So then I ordered some from probably Mauser of the larger size, but by that time I messed up a bunch of the traces. Anyway, things got frustrating and I kind of gave up. Set it aside, and lo and behold, 5 years later, I decided, well, I better, I got a lot of money invested in the parts. I thought I better uh, get back on it so my investment isn't wasted. And so I did that about a month ago, started tracing everything out this time. I mean, it's really important. I built the little buzzer project that the Glenn shipped the PCB board with it. Actually, I built that before, but I got real serious and traced everything out, and finally got to the point where it would load the boot code, and I'd get my flashing LED, meaning that this was ready. It was booted up and ready to load the DSP code. Then I could get it to load the DSP code, but I didn't get any. Once the DSP code loads, you're supposed to get a CW high out of it. Couldn't get it to work. So in tracing things around, the codec was fine, but it seemed like the signal wasn't getting to or from the DSP module. So I removed the DAC here, and in doing so screwed up some of the traces there. That's why you see this 28 gauge wire here. What I ended up having to do is, over in here, I had to remove some of the, or not remove some of it, but unsolder some of those leads, twist them up. What had happened is when I was trying to put the smaller package in there, I must have shorted out some. These were all shorted, so I should have done that first. I was just hoping it was here, so I'd remove that. So I bent up the leads there, took a box cutter and actually cut the traces back a little bit further behind there where they went further in and were shorted. So I cut those and then resolder them back down, had that solved. Okay. In the meantime, I went to resolder this back on late in the day. I wasn't paying attention, and of course I soldered it back on backwards. So then I had to remove it again, and I think that's when this trace on this on pin number 12 somehow got screwed up. So what I ended up finally doing on that after messing with it for a while is I again unsoldered and bent that lead up, pin number 12 on the DAC, and put the wire in. So now I finally have sound. You see over here on the second board the timer circuit I've got set up, and you can see I had a problem. I wasn't getting the 10 volt. This LED lights up to tell you that there's 10 volts there. I wasn't getting that to light up, which should have been really simple. Originally these were 3 green LEDs. So I tried to replace the LED. That wasn't it. Came down to, I believe, this resistor here. One side was not soldered right, so I fixed that. But then initially I wasn't getting the receive LED like you're supposed to get, and I'm trying to remember what that ended up being. I don't remember, but I traced through it, finally figured that out and got it to work. I think that might have been something over here. The other the other thing is on the back side of this, there's a 3-wire cable that goes from the AF out over to on the back side of this. There's the AF power amp. I had 2 of those wires soldered wrong, and I finally figured that out. So it's been a process, and all I can say is you just gotta stick with it. So over here on my Windows XP computer that I still have, I've got a little shortcut made here that launches QBasic for me. And I have to go and open the loader. There we go. Okay. Push F5. Now, one of the things that messed me up as I was reading the instructions wrong. The first thing you do here is you do the star DSP test, and I read that, and all it does is come up with a number, reads up to 163, and then says it's done. You press any key and it comes back to this menu. I was reading it that there would be more options in there, because part of that test you measure, let me see, you measure the automatic gain control, and as you hit the PTT, it goes down, the voltage goes down slowly and then circles back. And for some reason I was reading that oh, there's a menu option for that. No, once you run the DSP test, if everything works okay, the flashing LED should go out, and then you monitor the AGC voltage, and you hit PTT or the CW line, and the voltage should drop each time you do it, and there should be 8 unique settings. So that was a dumb newbie mistake, but after I finally figured that out, I knew the DSP was okay, and it was loading the codec. It just couldn't communicate from well, it wasn't getting anything from the DSP chip to the codec, because those pins were shorted out. So once I got that straightened out, Now what I can do is I can go and I can actually load the DSP code directly to the DSP board doing this. And you can see it starts to load it. The LED goes solid. Then after a minute, it'll continue to load. And you can see the LED flashing as more of the code gets loaded up. And we got sound. So there's our CW high. So I can now move on to the next phase, which is I've kind of fitted a few of the small capacitors, but basically we do the IF stage next. So finally, after a little over 5 years, I get to move on to the next step and start to make progress. So that's it for this time. After I get the IF stage all fitted, or upload another video to show you the progress on that, and we can keep going. So that's it for this time. See you on the airwaves, and signing off, WD0DXD.
That's all, folks. WD0DXD signing off.